Frank, so you had this vision of a SSP that you launched, kind of reinvented the company. Tell us about that vision and what sort of the relevance of your company is as an SSP in the industry, where there are several obviously big players, small players, but how have you defined yourself and how have you created growth uh, for this concept?
Sure, sure. So we look at the supply side business as something that's obviously very necessary for any advertiser that wants to reach an audience. There has to be some form of content, right? So we look at SSP as something that needs to be sort of independent of both the media company and an advertiser. So that's first and foremost, we look at ourselves as an independent video SSP. Right? And the second is we have content and audience like both in mind, right? So we try to get as close to the content as possible, as close to the audience as possible, right? So everything around our SSP is working on behalf of the publisher, and how close we work to with the publisher to sort of expose some of that data around like the actual like video content and what's happening with the audience to the advertiser to make it relevance, and not just like audience relevance, but contextual relevance, and making sure the content is brand safe and things of that nature.
So what are the kinds of publisher clients that you guys have? I mean, what's the range
Yeah.
of your customer base?
It's a wide range, right? So we work with a lot of connected TV partners, so publishers that are doing connected TV, not just the top of the connected TV tier one, but also tier two, and anything the audiences are really trying to gravitate towards. So we work on the connected TV side, but also desktop and mobile, right? So today's world become completely cross-screen, right? Someone could be watching a piece of content on a connected TV and then finish it on a tablet, right? So we want to be able to like connect those dots for the advertiser.
So how do you see the business growing? What are the opportunities ahead?
Yes, right now, of course, the big thing everyone's like going towards is how do we create more addressable TV, right? So when I say addressable TV, I really mean how to create TV that's basically has all the things in digital around targeting, be able to deliver on a big screen, right? So that's all about video and video content, delivering it to the advertiser. We want to make it programmatic and as real time as possible. So we're talking on some panels earlier about it takes 3 to 5 days to traffic a campaign to linear TV today, right? So we want to get that down to 3 to 5 minutes, right? So how do we create a much more like real-time biddable environment for this super premium TV audience, basically? That's the next big phase I think we're going through over the next like 3 to 5 years.
And how do you see the demands for SSP and the demands for your services in particular evolving, and what are the publishers asking for, and actually what is the buy side looking for?
Right. So the analogy is we're really in the infrastructure right now, especially on the advanced TV side of the business. Like everything's about like getting in as much infrastructure as possible to make this basically like area more programmatic, right? So that's really what they're looking for us is technology expertise first and foremost. And the second is, of course, transparency. So how do we bring as much transparency to take rates and fees and everything else that's happening in that transaction? How do we make that extremely transparent so you know what you're paying for, basically, especially from both the publisher side and a demand side, right? A lot of focus has been on like the demand side, and they don't want to pay all the pieces like along the supply chain. But with the supplier, basically the publisher is the same way. They want to know exactly where those dollars are going, so they know there's value along the supply chain, right? So the two pieces are really like the infrastructure, nuts and bolts itself, and then the actual transparency in the supply chain. Those are the two pieces I think Beachfront is doing a great job at.